unless you'd got the email, you wouldn't have known I was starting at 10:15 today. So hopefully I can see a few people there. So that's great. You got the email. It's 10:15 today on Monday, the 19th of December. We're almost at the big C day. How are you doing? Now, today, you will need a cushion. So get a cushion from your sofa or from your chair and just get a cushion, because I just thought we'll use a little bit of equipment today. That's all. So we'll just be doing a few moves with the cushion so that when you're sitting down on your cushion on Christmas Day, you can pick it up and go, Sarah told me to do some exercise with this. So, all right, let's make a start. So we are going to stand or sit beautifully tall. We're going to bring our shoulders back and down, and we're going to start to march through our feet. Now, remember, you can be doing this sitting down. You can be doing this standing up. All right, the point is we've got to move our feet, move our legs to get ourselves a little bit warmer so that we can exercise safely. All right, so we're going to get our feet moving. We're going to gradually make those feet moving a little bit bigger. That's good. And then if you're holding onto a chair, perfect, keep hold of it. Or, start to move through those arms, one or both. That's good. So I want you to try and stand or sit as tall as you can. So think strong and straight. That's it, with those elbows going backwards, shoulders back and down. That's great. So how are you feeling? Getting a little bit warmer, maybe? It's much warmer today on Monday, the 19th of January. It's just the most bizarre thing ever, isn't it? It's warm. I mean, it's raining here in Oxfordshire and where I am, but it was definitely much warmer this morning. All right, slow it on down. Take it to a stop. Take your feet wide. So usual thing, we need to start with our shoulders. Ready? We go. Lift them up and lower them down. And again, lift them up and lower them down. And try and do them in two parts, all right? So they come up and then you lower them down with control. Think about the downwards movement so that you can get a gap between your ears and your shoulders. All right, lovely. All right, let's give yourself a shoulder roll. Ready? So we're going forwards up, back and down. So you can exaggerate the movement. Make those shoulder rolls nice and big. Yeah, that's great. That is lovely. Superb. One more time. Excellent stuff. Great. You can stop. Let's bring your feet in and we'll march again. Off you go. And you may find that those shoulders now feel a little bit warmer. They can move a bit more easily. Those elbows are going back. You're lifting the chest. Oh, brilliant. Okay, good. Let's move into our side bends. Ready? So slow your feet down. Take your feet so they become a bit wider and you bring your shoulders back and down, arms down by your side. Can we lean one way? Come back to the middle and lean the other way. Now, I want you to lean in a straight line, which means you lean in a straight line with your hip down to the side of your knee. All right, so not forwards or backwards. Take care of your spine. All right, so take care of that spine. We move it gently side to side. All right, gently side to side. Superb. And I want you to do one more time each side. All right, so it's there. Good. And it's there, wonderful, and then you come back to the middle. Spine twists. Take the lock off your knees, so they're sort of slightly bouncy. So your hips sit nice and square. Do you see what I mean? So rather than sort of up here, that's all a bit stiff. So see if you can drop down a little bit, so your hips stay facing forwards, so that you just twist your upper body. All right, so the aim is to twist this sort of part of the spine here, the rib cage, without moving too much of the hips. All right, so just trying to isolate that top part, this sort of top part of your spine. All right, let's do one more time each side. Okay, so one more time each side. There and there. And then I'd like you to stop. Now, you can just remove that kind of, just give your legs a bit of a sort of a wiggle out. And then go back down, sort of sitting on like an imaginary bar stool. All right, so you've got your knees slightly bent, okay, but your hips are square. And then just try and sort of do it with a longer arms, and you'll find that when you get this sort of little bit more momentum in the arms, the hip starts to move a bit. That's fine. It's just a slightly different movement, or a slightly different movement on the spine. Just take the arms really easily. All right, so just be careful on your spine as it twists. That's it. Yeah, just sort of, you warm it up, That's it. And you get the movement there. You are wonderful. That is great. Let's stop there now. Then pop your hands on those hips here. So you're nice and strong and powerful stance there. And then just turn those hips around. So you're going around in a circle one way. All right, very good. And then you are going around in a circle the other way. That's good. So this is all about keeping our trunk mobilized, all right? Mobilized, keeping the range of movement, avoiding that flexible, keeping it flexible, avoiding stiffness. All right, stop there. Bring your feet in. Let's stand up tall and let's march through those feet. Now, whilst you are marching, can you think about lengthening these hip flexors, which are these muscles here that pull your knees up? Lengthen those. All right, and as you lengthen those, you might find that you're just starting to squeeze your bottom cheeks together. That's good. So you lengthen here and you tighten here. All right, and that should help to lengthen through the front of the body, which is what we want because we're always fighting that kind of movement, aren't we? We're sort of trying to fight that. So we've got to be upright. We've got to pull your shoulders back. You've got to strengthen here, really. You know, pull those shoulders back and down. All right, good. Now then, slow it down. You can hold something if you want to. We're going to do neck turns. Ready? So we're going to turn your head one way. We're going to come back to the middle. We're going to turn your head the other way and come back to the middle. And then I'd like you to do that again. Ready? So one way, back to the middle, and the other way. Back to the middle. Lovely. Let's march again. So nice bigger arms here and lifting through those knees. All right, we're going to try and do neck moving backwards. All right, so slow it down and let's actually stop for this one. Put your 2 fingers on your chin. Be tall, right? Tall, tall, tall. 2 fingers on your chin. So that's the start position. You move your chin backwards and then you come back to the middle. You do that again. Ready? Move it backwards. Back to the start. Give yourself a double chin. There. Beautiful, eh? Give yourself a double chin. There. But you're trying to emphasize here. All right. Great. Last one. And then you can stop. Give yourself another sort of wiggle out. All right. So another sort of wiggle as much as you can. Move, 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 move. All right. Let's tap the heels in front. Ready, steady. Here we go. Tap those heels and tap those heels. Tap those heels and tap those heels. You can be at my speed. You can be a slower speed. All right. It is entirely up to you. All right, great. Can we do some bicep curls at the same time? Ready? So now then, if you're finding that moving those biceps and the heels at the same time is stopping the legs from moving, don't move the hands. All right, so the important thing is to keep the legs going and the arms are just the added option, all right? So the legs are important. Arms, add them in if you want to, or just leave them, okay? All right, do a couple more. Lovely stuff. And I'd like you to march again. Ready? Here we go. Another march here. We're going to do 2 more bits of mobility for your ankles and for our wrists. So slow it down. Let's do a heel and a toe. Ready, steady. Let's go. Heel, toe, heel, toe. 2 more. Heel, toe. 1 more. Heel, toe, and stop. Stand up. Change sides. It's heel and toe. It's heel and toe. 2 more. Heel and toe. 1 more time. Heel and toe and stop. Stand up and march again. Let's do our wrists at the same time that we're marching. So see if you can circle your wrists around. Lovely. Let's try and circle your wrists around the other way. Terrific. Terrific, terrific. Lovely. All right, stop there. Can you interlace your fingers? You might need to stop your feet if you need to. And then just move your wrists up and down. That's it, like a snake. Keep your feet still if you want to. All right, now, try and go sort of the other way. So see if you can get your brain engaged to do that wave-like motion one way. And then the other way. So try it again. So you're going sort of one way. Can you feel the difference? And then you go the other way. All right, good. Nice one, nice one. All right, now then, I'm still marching through my feet, but you can stop them if you want to. You've got your fingers like this if you can. Now see if you can move them 1 notch. Oh, doesn't that feel different? Doesn't that feel different? Do that again. Ooh, strange, eh? And then go around in the other sort of wave-like motion. Yes, lovely. Well done. Great. All right, and let's stop. Let's give those fingers a nice well-earned wiggle now. All right, we're going to touch the toes out to the side. Are you ready? Steady. To the side and to the side. So we're going 1 foot to 2 foot. Lovely. All right, so we're just going to do a little bit of movement here to raise the pulse, keep us nice and warm, and then we're going to move into some strength work, okay? So sort of strength and balance. So this is just about this kind of sort of fitness aerobic bit, dynamic balance. Touch the toes into the corners now. So it's that sort of slight diagonal. Yeah, good. And you'll feel the heart rate raising. You'll feel the breath becoming a little bit deeper. That's good. And you are working at your own pace. This is about moving a bit more. Now try and tap the toes behind you now. That can be a bit more tricky. Hold something if you need to. You're tapping the toes behind you. So you've done those sort of the 3 planes basically. All right, very nice. We'll do that one more time. We're going to tap them out to the side. Ready, steady. When you're ready, you can move arms as well if you want to. And again, go at a speed that's suiting you. It may not be this speed. It might be slower. That's fine. It might be faster. You might even have some sort of impact. I'm not sure. All right, let's touch the toes onto that diagonal with a bicep curl like that. And see if you can do a bicep curl look also on a slight diagonal. But it is up to you, all right? And remember, if the arms are stopping your legs from moving, just stop the arms. And you can always hold on, all right? The important thing is that we're moving a bit more. Great, let's tap the toes behind you. Are you ready? Here we go. We're tapping the toes behind you and I'm pushing the arms forwards. That's great. So the adding in of the arms, it does make the heart rate come up much more, and it does, you know, the concentration and the coordination. Yeah, that's good. It makes a difference, doesn't it? Arms and legs together. Good. Let's take a march. You ready? Here we go. Let's march here with those arms moving. Let's do big, small, small. All right? Ready? Steady. And big for 4. Big for 3. Big for 2. Big for 1. And slow it down. Woo. Okay? One more time. Ready? Come on. For the mince pies, here we go. It's 4. It's 3. It's 2. And it's 1. We slow it down, but don't stop. Slow it down, but don't stop. Let's change the movement. Change the movement to a side step. Are you ready? Let's go. Side step. Now, you can take this small. All right, you can take this small because I want you to do it fairly dynamically. And I just want you to swing your arms. Now then, small steps. Can you do a roly-poly with your arms? Ready? So you're going roll. How is that? So you're going sideways movement and a roll. Now keep the sideways movement going and roll the arms backwards. Are you ready? So you're going backwards. Backwards. Good. Yes. Terrific. Terrific. Lovely stuff. Well done. Relax those arms. Make the legs go a bit smaller. Make the legs go a bit smaller. Smaller still. Smaller still. Smaller still. Well done. Well done. Well done. And let's take hold of your cushions. All right. So I would like you to stand with your feet so they are hip width apart. Maybe even slightly sort of bigger than that. I want you to take your cushion and push it in front and pull it back. Ready? We're going in front and pull it back. Now, focus on those elbows. Ready? Pull them back. There. Pull them back. I'd like you to do 2 more. I'd like you to do 1 more. Great. Now, stand with your feet so they're slightly split. So you've got 1 in front and one at the back. Look like that. Okay. Elbows in at the waist. We're pushing this cushion up towards the ceiling. Ready? We go. Up and down. And up and down. Keep your back straight. Go up to the ceiling as high as you can. Up and down. Lovely. And I want you to do 4 more. Ready? 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Wonderful. And relax. Okay, I want you to give those shoulders a roll. Now we're going to do those 2 moves again. We're going to add in a leg move. All right, so remember the first one was there and there. Firstly, Keep it in at your chest and do me a squat. Ready? So I want you to go squat and lift. And I want you to do one more. Squat and lift. Right, this time, push the cushion forwards as you squat down. Pull in those abs, because that's quite a long lever there as you stand up. And let's go again. Ready? Squat and lift. And squat and lift. Wonderful stuff. Squat and lift. You've got two more. Ready? Push and lift. And one more time. Push and lift. Excellent. Now, give those legs a bit of a wiggle out. Okay. Right, the next move, remember, was up towards the ceiling. This is a bit of a tricky one, but let's just see how we go. All right, we're going to do a step forwards, and then we're going to step back. All right, we're going to take a step forwards, and we're going to step back. Now, up really tall, keep your back straight. See if you can gradually make it into a bit more of a lunge. So just gradually. See how you go. How is that? Nice straight back. So it is tricky because quite often we need to hold on when we're lunging, but just do what we can. All right, now let's try 4 with pushing the cushion up to the ceiling. All right, just see how we go. All right, ready, steady, we go. 4, in. 4, in. 3, in. 3, in. Right, ready? 2 more, go. There, in, there, in. Right, we do one more time each side. Are you ready? Steady. There. Whoa. Last one. Fantastic. How was that? Give everything a bit of a breather there. Oh, it's quite hard, isn't it? Okay, right. Let's do 2 more exercises with the cushion, all right? So we'll do it with the arms and then we'll add in the legs. So I need to come out to the side. So hold on to it. So I want you to go out and in. Out and in. Do 2 more. Out and in. And one more time. All right. Other arms have 4 on the other side. I just need to go to the other side, okay? I'm going to space. So hold your cushion. So it's just quite useful. So pulling through those abs nice and tall. You've got out and in. So it just can be quite useful to have something in your arm. Depends how heavy your cushion is, of course, to see how hard this is for you. All right. Great. And then you can stop. Now put it in the other arm. Stand up really tall. And I want you to take one leg out and in. Can you see what's coming? Take one leg out and in. Do 2 more. One leg out and in. One more. One leg out and in. Other side. All right. So you can hold on. All right. You ready? One leg out and in. Or you're nice and tall here. One leg out and in. All right. You know that you can hold on. Make sure you adapt. All right. Great. All right. I think you can guess what's coming. We've got one leg out, one arm out. Now listen, you can hold on. All right. It's not, you can do it holding on. All right. Are you ready? Steady. We're up tall, but if we can, we're going to try and balance and in. We're going to try and balance and in. And we're just going to do 2 more, right? So it's only 4. There. And one more. There. Fantastic. Let's try the other side. All right. So remember, if this is your weaker hip, do hold on or do it without the cushion. All right. So just do something that suits you. Remember, doing something is so much better than doing nothing. This is good. We're going to do one more time. Ah, brilliant, brilliant. And give that a bit of a relax. Good. All right, so one more time. All right, we're going to try bicep curls. All right, so we're just going to try bicep curls. All right, so off you go again, bicep curls. So just keep your elbows in at the waist. Lovely. All right, let's try with our, so just hold it in at the chest again, look. We're going to do heel raises. And we're going to try a toe raise. Now, we do usually do that holding on, all right? So if you need to hold on, okay? There's a heel raise and a toe raise. How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh, Okay. Stop. Are you ready to try and do it with a bicep curl with your cushion? So remember, it's elbows in at the waist. Are you ready? Steady. We go up. And then the same thing there. And there. And there. Always hard up on those toes. Sorry, up on those heels. Oh, do what you can. Do what you can. Quite a lot going on that I can think about when I'm just, not holding on like this. Ooh. It's not just me, is it, that's really hard? All right, should we do one more toe raise and heel raise? Ready? So one more heel raise, one more toe raise, and stop. Great. Give everything a wiggle out. Now, we have got our cushion here. So let's use it to come down onto the floor. Because if you don't normally come down onto the floor, you've got a cushion here. So now it could be the time to try it. So you pop it down on the floor. You get hold of what you need to get hold of. We're coming onto the floor and we are going to do, what do I call that? Box balance. But look, if you don't want to come onto the floor, if you're just too nervous about getting up or your knees just won't allow it, remain standing, remain with your support, and it's that movement, okay? But if you can come down, do it. Get your strongest leg in front because that's the one that helps you to go down. And that's the one that you can put down onto that floor if you want to. All right, so you ease down. Oops, I've got it underneath the wrong knee. Oh, I just know what's happening. So you've got your strong knee in front. The cushion goes underneath the weaker leg. Sorry, I think it's thinking, oh, I can't do it. The cushion goes underneath the weaker knee and perhaps even on both knees, maybe, perhaps here. If that, use things in your home that are going to help. All right, I'm just turning around. You don't need to. It's just so that you can sort of see me a bit. All right, here comes the box balance. All right, so you've got hands on the floor. You've got pulling through those abs. You've got one leg out. You've got one arm out. Then you lift and you stay as still as you can, working through those abs. Think, long spine. Good. Think core stability of your abs. Think core stability of the back. Oh, and then you can stop, come in, and we'll change sides. All right, so out, lift and lift. And remember, you can do this standing up. That is absolutely fine. All right, remember, you are doing something rather than nothing, and that is brilliant. All right, that's really good. So we're pressing down on the hand, staying as still as you can. I mean, look, you're not going to stay still, and that's, but we're just as still as we can. And then you can stop. All right. And we're going to stand up. We're going to do one more balancing one. All right. And then we are going to stretch. So you're going to use your support. All right. You're going to take your strong leg in front, whichever one that is. And you're going to use your arms and your legs to lift you up. All right. Well done. How are you doing with that? Okay. All right. So your cushion is on the floor. Because what I thought we could do is do a balancing one standing on the cushion, because that will, because we've done loads and loads of one leg stands, haven't we? We've done loads of them. And we know that we've got to practice them. And hopefully something is ingrained in your day where you stand on one leg just to practice. It's habit, isn't it? It's really habit. Like brushing your teeth, standing on one leg is really good for our strength and balance. So you might want to start holding on actually, because it will feel different standing on the cushion. All right, so be here first of all. Hope your cushion's big enough and not too poofy. No one's on a beanbag. All right, so we're going here. You can hold something. We're going to put your weight on one leg. So just start to do that, and that might be enough to feel, whoa, wait a minute. Start to pull one foot off the floor and stand up tall and feel how much harder that is on your ankle and how much it sort of rolls to stay in place. All right, and this is really good. Well done. Something to practice, isn't it? Something to practice. and put that foot down. Are you all okay? Let's try the other side. This is the last one before we stretch. All right, so hold something. Remember, that might be enough, just thinking about standing on one leg. If you can take your foot away, go for it. Try and let go of your support, or just think about letting go. Go up through the gears, all right? There is no rush, all right? You is the challenge. It's you against you, all right? I'm just sort of showing you the end point for me, right? Because I can't do this closing my eyes and counting backwards from 10. All right, so we're just going to see what we can do for ourselves. Great. Step off your cushion. Bend your knees. Pick it up. This can be an exercise in itself. And we keep it nice and close to you. And then you can pop it down onto your chair. All right, great. Let's stretch. So let's hold on to something. Let's give your calf a good stretch there. All right, so the heel is pressed down, knee is in line with that ankle. You are nice and tall. You're feeling the stretch in the calf, because this stretch is really good for our stride length. All right, and it's good to keep our ankles nice and flexible. All right, so they've got that good sort of heel toe movement as we walk. Come on in. And then I want you to change sides, all right? So you go toe, heel, bend that supporting knee, there in line with the ankle, nice and tall in the chest. You might have a slight forward lean, that's okay. Just make sure that you've got your heel pressed down. And if you are forward leaning, you're leaning from the hips, all right? Not your upper back. All right, your back stays strong and straight. Come on in and give that a little wiggle out. How are we doing? Let's do an upper body stretch. Let's take your feet wide. Let's give yourself a tricep stretch, because this stretch is so useful for everyday life. All right, it's just sort of combing the hair stretch. It's also the putting the seatbelt on stretch. All right, so it's a really useful one to do, and our shoulders often get really injured. You know, so relax down. So it's useful to do. And there. So you can push from the front. Some people push from the top, or sort of, pull from the top. But whatever position you're in with that arm, try and maintain your chin level with the chest, all right? So you're not kind of up here, you're not down there. You're looking straight forwards at that sort of, 90-degree angle? Have I got my degrees right? All right, relax. Give your shoulders a roll. All right, I want to stretch your hip flexor, all right, because it is really important for our posture, because it lengthens here, which helps posture. So I want you to foot back. If you can be up on your toe, be up on your toe. If it won't go, just put it down there, all right? It's not the end of the world. I want you to try and soften the knees, all right, and then tilt the hips under you. So make a decent tilt, and that tilt will stretch here. All right, it will stretch it. Okay, good. And then you come on up. And then you change sides, all right? So you do what you can with the ankle. Soften the knees, all right? So you're kind of down like that, and then try and tilt. All right, so it's that hip tilt that stretches the front of the thigh, the front of the hip flexor. Great. And then come on up. Now I want you to do a dynamic stretch for the front of the thigh, which is heel up towards your bottom. That's it. You're doing it sort of fairly slowly, like that. And as you bring the heel up, you'll feel this working. We sometimes do this as a mobility, don't we? And whilst that is working, the front of the thigh is stretching. All right. And try and be up as tall as you can. All right. So it's like a moving stretch, a moving dynamic stretch for your thigh. And then you can stop. Up tall again. All right. Let's do another upper body stretch. So let's do chest. So I want you to put your hands on your bottom. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together and lift the chest up. So pull that shoulder in, lift up tall, and take nice, easy breaths. All right. Very good. Very good. And you can relax. We'll make this one the last one then. Step forwards with one leg. Bend that back leg so that you are stretching your hamstring. All right, you can hold something. You can hold something if you want to, or you can put your hands on the leg that's bent. Try and have a nice straight back. Try and look forwards so you've got that nice sort of long back between the coccyx and your crown of your head. Up you come. All right, and let's change sides. So you go one leg in front, you sit back, you feel the stretch in your hamstring. All right. Well done. It's a good one to practice this one as well. Try and be a bit warmer when you do your stretches, all right, because the muscles do stretch better when they're warm. All right, and then up you come. All right, I'm going to give yourself a wiggle out. Very well done. And let's give ourselves a very well-earned round of applause. So listen, everybody, I want to wish you a very, very happy Christmas and a happy New Year, because it's the last one of the year and it's my last one. I'm so sorry, but next year I've got to go into the office a bit more. So I know, but there is loads to do online. So keep as active as you can. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Bye. Have you got your cushions back on your chair? Well done, everybody. Bye. Terrific. Bye. Okay. Cheerio, everybody. Bye. Well done.